A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning subscribers and those who are new here. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on these high vibrational updates that are meant for your ascension journey. My dear friends, in this particular channeling session, a collective message for people who could be starseeds, twin flames, light workers. They are basically on the path of ascension. These people are not so materialistic. These people, if they make money, if they're materialistic, then they like to take care of others. They are very kind-hearted, compassionate people. Those are the people I work with, and for personal sessions, for readings, and for therapies, you can check out the description box. And once you're 100% sure, then you can opt for it by using the PayPal link. Please do not share your journey in advance with me because I use spiritual modalities and certain tools, certain intuitive tools that help me to connect better with your energy, and to be able to work with you, we need to follow a step-by-step procedure. So now, my dear friends, I'm going to talk about the main crux of this particular downloaded collective message. First and foremost, I want to talk about a divine masculine energy who keeps getting manipulated, and you can say impacted by both distorted feminine, toxic feminine, and he is also a product of toxic patriarchy, distorted patriarchy. This person is a very good person. Today I was specifically given the gender. I was told, yes, it's a male. And this man or these men that I'm channeling, they are really good at heart. They are kind-hearted, compassionate, very soft, very mellow. But the biggest problem of these men is that they easily get manipulated by toxic feminines, and they have an impact of toxic patriarchy which is running down through generation and ancestry. The word that I feel goes best with these type of men, these innocent, gullible men, is brainwashed. But the problem is not that they are getting brainwashed, but because of them getting brainwashed, the one who suffers the most is divine feminines who are associated with these type of men. They easily get brainwashed by mothers, toxic sisters, toxic friends, toxic wives, toxic people around them in the offices or somewhere else. And one more thing I was given, very interesting thing that I was given was, some of these divine feminines have fathers who have the same problem. These fathers, I was shown, they got brainwashed by their toxic wives who had karmic nature, who were not in ascension journey. They got brainwashed by them, or by their toxic sisters, or by some other toxic friends, best friends, business partners, colleagues in the office. Even when they were in school, then they had those friends who would take them to bad places, give them bad habits, get them addicted, get them hooked on to wrong things, and consume their energy. And then when they have daughters, divine feminine, imagine a man who is really brilliant man, really kind-hearted man. By birth, he has the quality of being a star seed. He himself could be in the twin flame journey in his life, or he could be a star seed, or he could be a light worker. But he's born in the wrong timing, or the wrong era, or the wrong, when you're born in the wrong age, like a dark age kind of a situation. So he was born in such a place, or such a time, or such a state, or certain other factors were shown to me. And after they have a child who's in a twin flame journey, the child goes through a lot because of such fathers. The child who carries the divine feminine energy, now that child can be a boy, it can also be a girl. But if that child carried or still carries, obviously they still carry the divine feminine energy, the nurturing energy, then they have to go through a lot. Because the whole life that father, that particular man, was getting brainwashed by the mother or toxic sisters or any such women I was shown. And then even toxic patriarchy was given to them by generational template, generational curses, ancestry curses. So they cannot trust anyone. They also get influenced by all the wrong people around them. They cannot make correct decisions. They have addiction pattern also. But why are we talking about this today? The reason why I'm discussing this is because this has been impacting a lot of people in the twin flame journey, and they mirror this energy, or they attract partners, narcissistic partners or karmic relationships or toxic people, toxic lovers, false twin flames. They keep attracting them. They attract these people because they have not healed this problem. They have not healed this situation in their template. Until the time they don't heal it, they will always suffer. We don't want anyone to suffer. The masters don't want anyone to suffer. The masters want all the twin flames, the light workers. They want all star seeds who are on the path of ascension to get healing, to get some relaxation, to get some peace. We want everyone to be relaxed. So first and foremost, you need to understand what are the characteristics of these people. Number one, these masculines or these males. So they are kind-hearted, they are compassionate, they are emotional. But because they were not raised properly or they had all these toxic people, they will believe their lies and their false stories. And who will they torture or who will they pass it on to? Unknowingly. Because they are so emotional, they are so foolish because of that, over emotional, or it's like they listen to some stories given by someone, say there is a child, okay, this child has the twin flame energy. It can be a man, it can be a woman. And we'll come to that later, we'll discuss everything. Why this is so important for you all to understand, because you need to heal this problem. And I am being shown that this is a very big problem. And the gullible, innocent people don't understand it. So they don't know if their father or their father figure. I was also given father figure. In some cases, it may not be a direct biological father. It could be a stepfather also. It could be someone else also who is like a father figure who's constantly around. But there is a beautiful bond also. I see there is a bond between the father and the daughter and the father and the son. But because somebody keeps coming in between and keeps saying, someone comes and complains about the child constantly, it could be the mother. It was very strongly given to me that it could be the mother for sure, because the mother is a distorted feminine. Mother is shown to me like a distorted toxic feminine who has no other job in life but to create negativity around. She is constantly under the influence of negative entities and negative energies. So she is also jealous of this child, jealous of the twin flame child, the star seed child, because the child is very nice. Child has got really pure energy, very beautiful energy. It's not a narcissistic child. These type of women, these type of mothers are always going to favor the narcissistic children. Be it a son or be it a daughter, anyone who's narcissistic, they will enable them more. But they have a problem with the empathetic child. They have a problem with the compassionate child. So they will keep on poisoning the mind of the father against the child. They will keep on saying your child is good for nothing, your child did this today, did that today, your child was a menace today, your child was a problem creator today, your child was so embarrassing today. And they will present it in such a way like they are, so sad, they are so affected by it, they feel so bad about it. Oh, they try so hard to be a good mother, but it never works out because the child is such a pain in the ass all the time. And the real pain in the ass, the actual narcissistic child who is full of demand, who is already addicted even in childhood, that one, the mother is extremely favorable towards. The mother's favorite child is the best child. It is the cutest, most beautiful child, most loving child. Even though the child is literally disrespectful towards everyone, the child has no manners, no culture, no upbringing, nothing. No good qualities. Still, the mother is always pampering that child. She doesn't know that in few years to come, the same child will kick her ass and throw her out of the house. And she would probably be living in some old age home or some other place. She doesn't realize that right now. Or the child will have some bad habits. And there are two types of people with addictions. Let me clarify this. This is very, very important because there's a thin line in everything, and we all here need to understand the difference between the thin line on this side as well as on the other side. Bad people have addictions, good people also have addictions. Pure-hearted people also have addictions, devilish people also have addictions, but there is a big difference. The devilish people, they are not suffering as such with the addictions, they are making others suffer. But the pure-hearted angelic people, when they are under the influence of addictions, they themselves will suffer and hurt themselves. They will be in pain, and to escape from that pain and to escape from that torture, they will be under these addictions. What are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to escape, find a way out? The way out is obviously ascension, because all of this is happening so that these empathetic people can open their eyes. Now, being sweet, being nice, crying, being emotional will not work in these cases. Everybody has to pull up their socks and become strong. Because these type of fathers, they suffer a lot themselves. And then the empathetic child looks at the father's helplessness or stupidity or ignorance or foolishness, and the empathetic child cannot take a strong action. They cannot do anything. And the reason why I'm using the word child again and again, because everyone needs to heal their inner child. It could be possible that the child is now an adult, but in their childhood they had this strange relationship with their father. Again, it can be a man, it can be a woman. They had this strange relationship with the father who they felt was a gullible person, was a nice person. It was not like the relationship with the father and the mother they saw was perfect. No. Because the mother is having a problem with the empathetic father also. She will constantly make him feel like a useless man, or she will keep on looking for faults and flaws in him. She'll never support him. She'll never hold his hand. She'll never stand by him, but she'll always demand, because she herself is a codependent narcissistic person who does not think that there is anything wrong with her at all. For her, for this type of mother, everything is flawlessly perfect about her. So these type of narcissistic mothers will have children, maybe one or more. She'll always have some children who will be her favorite, and they are the enabled narcissistic people whose only job is to create more havoc on this planet, just the way she is doing it. She will not respect her husband's family members. She will only like her own family members, even if they are all pure evil. All of them are selfish, all of them are unhelpful, just like her. They're all the same, but she'll always praise them. She'll always be, oh, my family is so nice, my family is so nice, always praising them. If she has a daughter, the daughter's job is simply to be her servant, to be her slave. This type of mother cannot do anything on her own, but she will take credit for everything. Even the smallest, most basic things she will do, she will take all the credit for it. She is hugely codependent or lazy, or she pretends to not know anything, but she wants to, take support from someone all the time. She is an energy drainer. And I'm not saying she is very happy, because these type of people are never happy. But at least, others are making, the empathetic people are making some effort to either heal or make other people happy. She will not make any effort to make anyone happy, because she wants everyone to look after her, take care of her, praise her, be around her. And she'll always make comparisons. If she's sitting with one friend, for example, there are two friends, Rita and Sita. Okay, I just came up with these names. So Sita is a very nice person. For example, Sita comes to meet her, and at that time she'll keep saying, Rita is so nice, Rita is so nice, Rita is so nice, Rita this, Rita that, Rita, 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 Rita. So why the hell did you invite Sita? Just to tell her that Rita is this, amazing person. Go to Rita then. Be with Rita. Why are you inviting Sita to your house, or why do you keep calling Sita for every small little thing? But on the other hand, when she will meet Rita, then she will keep saying Sita is like this, Sita does this for me, Sita is always there for me. Wherever she goes, she will make comparisons. Wherever she goes, she will make people feel bad in her presence. That is her job. Wherever you go, just spread misery around you. And why am I saying this? These people cannot change, because certain narcissistic qualities can be changed, can be transformed. Although I was shown, if this woman has a twin flame child, and if this woman also has a narcissistic child in the same house, for example, she has 3 children or 4 children. Say 4 children is a better example. She has 4 children. 2 are empaths and 2 are narcs. The 2 narcs will teach her a lesson in life. Then she will realize, what have I done? And maybe she'll pile on to the empaths. Maybe it will be the empaths who will look after her. Sometimes these type of narcissistic mothers never change. So what are we supposed to do? Just tolerate their bullshit? Just tolerate their bad behavior? No, that cannot be done. Okay? So my dear friends, let me tell you, whether the narcissistic people heal or not, you don't have to bother about it. And in this channeling, this is what I was given as a very clear message, that first and foremost, whosoever this child is, the man or the woman, if they are still growing up, by chance, some of the people I have, they are very young also over here. Some of the listeners are very young, but they are in spiritual awakening already. Their Kundalini has already risen. So at a very young age, they are going through these problems, and they are affected by the favoritism, and they are affected by the comparisons, and they are affected by all these negative problems. And their template is such, they are born in such a transitional time due to their empathetic nature. And most importantly, all credit goes to masters and source. They have the grace of source. They could be the third wave of volunteers. They could be here on this planet to help. They must be the supporters, or they must be here to help someone who's on a very big mission, which is the reason why at a young age they are going through Kundalini awakening. There could also be people who are in their late 20s and they have started realizing this, or they have started going through this healing pattern. So they have to heal this toxicity. So getting emotional does not work, or they have to swap it. They have to swap whatever they are doing. If, for example, they are getting stern with the mother but emotional with the father, they need to swap it. They need to get little bit stern with the father, and they have to be a little emotional in front of the mother. Like they have to literally do this. If they cannot do this, then they'll suffer. As simple as that. They will suffer. And it's okay to suffer. Sometimes I feel in many cases, it is the suffering, it is the misery that helps the person to advance. Because most of the ascensioners are guided by masters and source. That's why you're listening to these messages. If you're guided by masters and source, you will meet someone or you will live with someone who easily gets brainwashed. And when they get brainwashed, they will do a lot of drama in front of you. They will blame you, they will fight with you, they will be angry with you, they will create a scene. And the kids who are going through ascension right now are still very lucky. If you talk to the kids from 70s, 80s and 90s, they had a very bad time with such parents. They had to go through beatings, they had to go through addictions. Their parents were constantly fighting. If you're from the West, then you saw probably divorces, other step parents coming in, other children, stepsisters or stepbrothers coming in, and they are creating more drama. Molestation is happening, abuse is happening, maybe some kind of sexual trauma is also being shown to me within the family. The 80s, the 90s and the 70s kids, they had the most difficult templates in this regard, I would say. Maybe their fathers, they saw parents, someone going to the jail also. Maybe in some cases it was bad substance abuse. Maybe in some case there was I can sense some unnatural death in the family. Maybe some bipolar cases. Maybe they witnessed some suicidal cases. Something was shown to me which was very dark. But even these 70s, 80s and 90s kids are also protected, hugely protected. The amount of protection and guidance they have received, it's amazing. Because a normal person cannot survive all this. Not only they have survived this, but they are healing these patterns. And they can also trace these patterns in other people now. I hope they do with time. If they have not reached till there, then in future they should. Because the biggest problem that this template or this pattern creates, this issue creates, the protection is given because there are lessons they need to learn. They need to become extremely strong, disciplined. Because successful people are those people who don't do randomly anything. Unsuccessful people are those who randomly do good things. But successful people are those who are very conscious. They have strong intention. They know what to do, when to do, how to do. They have an organized lifestyle. They live in a very organized manner. They wake up on time. They are very healthy. They take care of their food. They stay away from addictions, and they understand that the outside reality will have a certain percentage of people who are extremely influenced by the illusionary world, which in Hindi we call Maya Nagri, the city of illusions. It has a very big impact on people. It is run by the media. The media is constantly programming the minds of many people on this planet. Don't underestimate it. Don't underestimate it. Everything is being done by these people. And social media and alternative media is also doing its job, because you cannot stop anything. See, the devil will do its job and the angels will do their job. No one can stop them. But with time and age and with transition, the devil has less and less power. Because after dark ages, the devilish energies will have less and less power. The evil forces cannot be so powerful. But they operate on some levels. Somewhere they operate. But after age of ascension kicks in, the time that we are in the transition phase. The next 100 years, even the next 50, 20, 30 years are very important for this planet. We have to understand that there is something called toxic patriarchy. A man wants to be a good man, okay? He wants to be in love, he wants to have a good family, he wants to be happy. But because he also has the toxic patriarchal traits in him, whereby he thinks that a man should act in a certain way, a man should do this, a man should do that. So he is trapped in a pattern which is no longer useful for this time, for the current time. Okay? Now I'll explain this in more detail in the next part. This is a Twinflame podcast that I've started doing lately, where I come up with different topics that impact us. These topics can be from the media, and these topic can also be, for sure they will be from the Twinflame world, from the Ascension world, from Starseed community, specially designed for them. But I'll also come up with interesting topics wherein you can see the shards, or in some ways very strong impact of toxic patriarchy and toxic matriarchy, toxic femininity, distorted masculinity and femininity, because we need to heal it. We need to heal it from our core. We need to remove this junk DNA from our overall DNA pattern. Because these toxic elements, they create a lot of confusion in the consciousness of overall humanity. And we are all here to heal it. Everybody who's attracted towards this particular content, they are all volunteers of Vishnu and Lakshmi. All of you are volunteering directly for the preservers of this planet. Now, different cultures have different names for the gods and goddesses, but I'll come up with the most authentic one, because the study that I'm sharing with you guys is thousands and millions of years old. It's not like 500, 600 years old or 1,000 years old. It is thousands of years old, millions of years old. It is so accurate that millions of years ago, whatever was happening in the cosmos, they have mentioned it in the Vedas. So I'll come back with part 2 of this, because we need to heal this distorted masculine who is not malignant. He is not distorted because he wants to be distorted. He is distorted because he can get brainwashed very easily by people around him who are possessed by the demonic entities. They don't have so much control, or karmically, because of their past life karmas, they are like that. Maybe in future they will heal. Maybe in this life they can heal. But right now it needs to be fixed. Okay, so I'll come back with the part 2. Till then, smile, one love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.